What's up, lurkers? My name is Shadow, and in this video, we will be getting a double chest full of wheat. You heard that right, Kyle. Each slot containing a stack of wheat. That's 3,456 wheat. I've already done that with birch signs, and if you want to see that, I'll put the link in the description. It took me 7 streams and 12 YouTube videos to finish it, and if you'd like to watch the YouTube videos prior to this, I'll give a link to the first wheat video and the first Java and Bedrock Stacks and Sykes video. Don't worry, the Bedrock undead as fast as my computer erased it. Probably not too fast though. With that, let's begin. Nothing like some... Ew, that's what it looks like? I haven't played this in forever. I had a friend in call with me this stream. He gave me a lot of ideas and it was really fun, honestly. Also had a few friends in chat while playing. If you want to be a part of that, make sure to follow me on Twitch. I stream a lot there, 2 a.m. EST on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, as well as randomly, depending on my schedule for work. Had some stream issues, but it fixed itself soon after. Then got scammed. Some random guy found me and assumed I cared about views. And to that I say, back with you, scoundrel. If I yet to seek verification of status, I would ask thy mother. Then I got bullied for my auto mod, but don't worry, I'll make sure it's better. With enough practice, makes great progress. To cope with my despair, I decided to make a building. It'll be huge, used for all the items I collected, made, everything. I'll call it the Stack Hall. Not really a hall, but it'll change with time. Even after this one, I'll be changing it more and more. It'll be done eventually, when Minecraft stops updating. Then I'll do even more. Stacks on Stacks Terraria. Oh yeah, a chest full of dirt will be a lot more fun. Arco gave me an idea for the museum, and honestly, I like it. It's nice. Get off my land, Greenie! The building went through a few more changes, as well as getting bigger than your dad's credit card debt, before turning it into this. I also made my pickaxe silky smooth so the glass won't shatter with each forceful jab. I then made more of the foundation. I think everyone else would too. I moved my bed over to the house because your dad left me for making that previous joke. Then I farmed, getting everything I could so I can replant it and do it all over again. Wanna see? I got a lot of wheat. A perfect 111. 111, putting them in the chest where they belong. Then I erected a spire that has no purpose other than to look as ugly as me, but don't worry, it'll be gone sooner than I will. My friend had a few words to say, very important words, and I advised you to skip ahead. What he said was very disturbing. Ahahahai me Stom QCHHH Hurty.
Narrator narrates all. Crafting. Chat screen. Message to send /HHH. Message to send HHHHHHHHHHH. Shadow the cat STC says HHHHHHHHHHH.
After that I went mining. You can tell by the diamonds I found in creative mode. It's okay, I can make that joke. I streamed everything, so there's no proof I actually did it. I used Silk Touch on all the ore I found, which wasn't a lot, but I might need them in the future, so I grabbed them that way. Then I got scammed again. My god, they come out of thin air. They wanted my personal Twitter account, which honestly I don't have a personal Twitter account. Shadow has everything, but me, nah, completely offline. Also, the link you see there, that has almost every website Shadow has, and I'll be making more soon. If you want to see what's up, visit there. A link will be in the description. Then he wanted me to buy his art, but I didn't want to because I have no money and it's probably a scam. And don't try this ever on me. If I want art, I'll make it myself or have one of my friends make it. Better to have someone you trust work on something you want perfect. When I went back, I went to check on my bone meal farm, and wow, look at that. Nothing. I got some redstone, diamonds, a ton of blocks, perfect for storing. I made all the deep slate into bricks and put them into the chest near the base. Then I never touched them again. I then dug inside of the base until my shovel broke. Yeah, it was sad, but it's just a shovel, don't cry over it. Expedition time! I took my skeleton horse and my anvil, and yes, I forget both of them. Fun fact about skeleton horses, you can ride them underwater and you aren't thrown off them. Pair that with water breathing potions and you got yourself a submarine. Threw him and my anvil on an island and marked it with a banner. Wanted to do some exploring on my own for some reason. Found a ruined portal underwater with horrible loot. I also found a not-so-sunken ship with okay loot. I mean, more wheat and some armor trims are nice. While going back to my horse, I realized I parked him right next to an ocean monument, so I renamed the banner to someday come back to it. I then tried to fit my horse on a boat, but he didn't like that, so I left him and my anvil there. And I'll forget them right up until I started editing this video, which was after I collected the wheat. Another friend of mine said he needed to go, but was contractually forced to stay by Cinder. Turns out that's how you get affiliate. Forcing a legal team can get you anything, apparently. After a bit of traveling, I made it to a village, and thought it was a good time to end the stream there. So I did. Well, it may not seem like it, but after the first stream, I hadn't played for almost a month. I changed a lot, like showing when someone follows me. For some reason it didn't sound in the recording. I'm not sure why, but I'll fix that soon. Do you know what it is? It's being jumped by A90 from the Roblox game Doors. Yes, I finished the rooms and I probably will stream it again, but don't count on it. Don't ever ask me for my information. I'll shut you down and maybe even time you out. It's not cool. Both people in chat are bots or scammers. Don't feed into them like I did. I was confused and nervous. I'm not used to bad things happening to me, especially when someone asked me, "Are you want to make your channel attractive?" If I wanted my channel to be attractive, I would have started on OnlyFans. Then I was bullied into following strangers on Twitter. I know now not to do that. Actually, one of them followed me on Twitter because they saw my post. I was just happy to hear, so it was more like a follow for follow. Another, on the other hand, they wouldn't shut up about wanting me to see their work, ignoring me, sending me their work on Twitter. This is why I never use their Instagram for personal things. Mary suspected Emma to be a scammer, but Emma told me not to worry about it after laughing nervously. Absolutely nothing could go wrong. That chicken farm needed to go. The chickens were annoying as hell, and I had enough eggs to start several hundred chicken farms. Had to make a new bed because I forgot I put my first bed at the museum. Remember, it's been a month. Then I took care of the bone meal farm. It did nothing for me and it was a waste of time. I did some sugarcane farming as well. I never do this enough because I have too much. Delicious wheat all for me. That's it. I'm too tired of my farm. I'm making a bigger one. Yeah, look at that science. I told you it'll be huge. These moo-moo motherfuckers will do great in my master plan. Bigger is always better. Let no one tell you otherwise. Breed, my pretties, 'cause soon you'll be only used for your milk. I'm taking down the rest of the chicken farm. It's just really bad sitting in the middle of the base. Ooh, look at that. So much better. I have another plan, and it involves this dispenser. Semi-automatic weak protection. This will be great for the project. I got so distracted I somehow broke the dirt block. Another 75 wheat. That's good enough for me. I was looking for another cow pun when I realized that the last one wasn't a pun, just insanity. Saw the traveling merchant, so I decided to check out his trades. I had no emerald, so I euthanized him in one of his steeds, then sent the other straight to hell. Almost made a huge mistake making a bunch of books, since I already have so many. Turned them into bookshelves and completed my enchanted room. I then disenchanted my sword. Bad idea. To flesh out my stupidity, I finished flattening out the museum insides. That's it. Just digging and placing. Now look at that. Isn't that beautiful? After that, I disenchanted my bow. What is wrong with me? Finished the stream off with some light cave exploring. I didn't have enough torches and my shield broke. Told you the spire would be gone soon. I never really liked it in the first place anyway. Did some farming right after and got one short of a stack of wheat, adding that to the collection. Decided to frame the museum a bit more, finished the floor, and added a top frame for the windows and walls I'll put in later. Thought it would be a good idea to make a map to the left of the first map. Made it a big map and started exploring immediately. Like I said, I'd like windows for the museum. Grabbed some sea pickle on the way so I didn't have to later. Rolled up on a beach that turned out to be a desert. Stole some cactus because the thoughts in my head told me to. Is there supposed to be this many azalea trees nearby? There's like 8. Actually, that desert was connected to a mesa and a jungle, right from my pockets. Stole some bamboo, because that's all I know how to do. On top of the mesa mountain, there was a ruined portal, and its loot was trash. The only thing good about that was its gold. Over the mountain, however, was a desert village, which was so good that I completely forgot about the museum. They had a blacksmith with better loot than the ruined portal. Ew, what is this ugly-looking giraffe? Trapped as many villages as I could and started walling off the area. I wanted these villagers for their money, not their humanity. Decided I wanted the area to be flat, but had to evict some people from their homes. It's what they get for being bald. A creeper found out about my plan and wanted to help. I'm clearing out this area, making it look cleaner. You'll see why. It's gonna be where all the villager professions will be, until I figure out how I want to do it. Moved all the beds and villager professions in the same area so I don't accidentally kill one. Saw some villagers outside and wanted to help them, so I made a small hole into their demise and trapped them forever. Walled them all off from the outside world. This is my first time dealing with villagers that don't involve creative mode. Then I destroyed everything else. All the walls, all the houses, everything is going to be in one area. Went home from some carrots, dirt, and more villager professions. I didn't know Bunny AI breaks when you hold a carrot. That's really cool. Added the professions to the bunker and made a farm for the farmer. Soon they'll just breed on their own. I'm making another room for the villagers. Putting their beds in the open seems a little dangerous. I made a hut for their beautiful bald heads to lay in. I promise they like sleeping together. Here, I'll prove it by sleeping alongside them. Went back home to make more beds. They appreciated it so much that they already started bouncing on them. If they fall off, I'm not calling the doctor. Made a sugarcane farm on the other side of the carrot farm so I can sell them later. Also placed some bamboo for sticks. Then I found a mouse in my house, and no, I haven't dealt with it yet, and he still doesn't pay rent. Made my first profits today, 2 emeralds from paper. Spent it immediately on bread. I was hungry. That jungle is a lifesaver. I can get a lot of sticks from these things. Made lots of money on that day, then wasted it all on leveling up. Took some jungle saplings to the village so I can easily make profits without leaving them alone. When I had enough, I made a bigger tree, and when I grew up, I spent all of my time to make money. Made a little mine across the village, needed some flint for something. This is probably the first time I touched rooted dirt, and I'll be honest, I didn't know what it was until I looked at the name. Finally found some gravel and dug up a bunch. Made myself some fleshmint tables so I can maximize on my stick for emerald projection. No idea why, but I wanted to do some exploring. Hey look, pandas. Of course I did some deforestation while I was out. There was an area behind the villager with a lot of sugarcane, and now that it's all grown, I grabbed them all and turned them into money. I upgraded the cartographer, and now I can sell glass planes for money. Made the dumbest choices ever and locked in a librarian with Frostwalker 2. Now if anyone asks, I can say that the nitwit left on his own. Of course, with my newfound money-making method, I thought it was the best idea to finally dig up some sand. Had to dig into my wood supply as well. Instead of money, I used it for charcoal. Leveled up my weaponsmith, and now he buys iron for emeralds, and I know a pretty good way to get them. Begone, vermin! Leveled him up again, but he only buys flint for emeralds. Guess more golems have to die. Was able to level up my cartographer again, and now he sells woodland mansion maps. Of course, instead of buying it, I decided to make a librarian with mending. Locked him in and trapped him. I couldn't be happier. Finally bought that map too. Someday I'll visit and conquer the mansion. Wanted a toolsmith, so I made a smithment table. Found an interesting idea for leveling up. I'd trade my emeralds and gravel for flint with the Fletcher and trade my flint in with the weaponsmith, leveling them both up in a very interesting way. I learned a bit in this stream, like how villager babies follow each other and cat's scared AI doesn't work well in bamboo. If a man with a badge asks you about a missing villager, it wasn't me. Used my good hoe on the leaves of a jungle tree and it got me plenty of saplings. So much that I was able to make 3 more big trees. One of the villagers grew up, so I made him a librarian and now he'll sell Fortune 3. You bet your high dollar I trapped him. Upgraded the farmer and now he'll sell me pumpkin pie. Bought as many as I could until he upgraded again. Now I can sell him both pumpkins and melons for money. Upgraded him again and sold me suspicious stew, which gave me poison and blindness respectively. Made another librarian that'll give me protection 4, that's really good. After 20 minutes, I finally got his ass in a hole. Finally got a toolsmith and upgraded him, now I need to kill more golems. Maxed out the farmer and now I can buy golden carrots. Did the same with the weaponsmith and now I can buy a diamond sword with knockback 1. Not a great enchantment, but I'll take a diamond sword. Leveled up my toolsmith enough to have him sell an efficiency 3 iron pickaxe, not bad at all. Made another librarian, this time with feather falling 4. Made a bigger sugarcane farm behind the village so I can forget about them later. At the end of the stream, I decided to raid someone, but because my tablet is so old, I raided someone who wasn't even live anymore. Sorry, Simple Flips. At the beginning of stream 4, I upgraded my cleric. He's that much closer to selling me ender pearls. Went home and got distracted with the cow's horrible music, so I made and moved them to their very own farm. Not all of them made it, but look how many I have. After flattening the area the cow farm used to be, I made another farm for the sheep. I went home because I wanted more beds for the villagers, so it just made sense. Before I did anything in the village though, I expanded the sugarcane farm with the sugarcane I found along the way. Once all the beds were placed, I decided to try my luck with librarians, and look at that, feather falling 4. Was in the middle of trapping him when I got an idea. Why not place him underground? The police can't find us here. After trapping the villagers again, I spent a long amount of time getting a power 5 librarian. Holy shit, that's awesome. Got another one with efficiency 4. It isn't 5, but I'll take it. Grabbed an efficiency book and went home to put it on my axe. Had to make a new anvil, sadly. It's about time sheep cut their own spin-off. While going back to the desert, I found some underwater ruins with a treasure map in it, which I found and collected all of its goodies. When I got to the desert, I started digging it up. Needed glass for both trading and the stack haul. Back at the village, I upgraded my toolsmith and now he'll sell me a diamond axe with unbreaking 1. This is worse than the weaponsmith. Grabbed 2 efficiency books so I can make efficiency 5 if I'll need these for later. Upgraded my toolsmith again, and now he'll sell me a diamond pickaxe with efficiency 2, not bad. Grabbed a mending and a fortune as well. I bet you can tell what I'm making. Went home and made a new pickaxe. Didn't get lucky with enchants though, only unbreaking 3. After enchanting the rest though, I can proudly say I have a really amazing diamond pickaxe. I then used a lot of the sand and glass I brought home to get a stack hollow window. The rest of the walls didn't have windows, but this is going to be bursting with chests. You can't see through chests, can you? I started on the roof, but couldn't finish it, so I went down to the mines to collect both deep slate and stone. Actually, I lied. I needed coal first before I did anything, so I went around looking for more dark places and caves and found lots of coal. 173, all because I needed torches. Went back to the deep slate stone area and got a lot of each, plus some other things. Immediately went for the stack haul and used all the deep slate I got for roofing. Didn't finish it, but it's a big room and needs a big roof. Then I did tons of farming, utilizing all the farms I had, the tall one, the small one in my base, and the big one I made a couple streams ago. And in total, I got 603 wheat. 9 sacks plus 27, that's a 6 more of the progress completed. Just look at the den it did in it. Now I'm making a mob farm, and I'm making it out of water because either I'm an idiot or I'm intelligent. After making the shell, I had to clear out the inside, and since I didn't have any sponges, I used sand to clear it all out. It took like an hour, but at the end of the stream, it was finished. I took down all the trees. Well, only the ones behind my house that I planted. It took forever, but it was nice. Took some of the wood I was mining and turned them into chests for the stack hall. I also went ahead and made a new storage area for my other things. Took out the old enchantment room. I'm gonna miss it. Then I moved every item I had into their respective chests that I assigned for them. If you can't tell, today was about vanity. I'll be making things look better in this stream. Had to dig out stuff from the outside so I can move around better out there. Also decided to make an egg chest and get rid of the rest of that chicken farm. Made a new pen for the skeleton horse. If you want to name it in the comments, do so now. I'll pick the one that I think is the funniest. Moved all the tables and furnaces next to the chests. Broke down the portal, twisted the vine farm and the platform for the was-to-be stack hall, and moved the portal to a new place. Made a new staircase so I could get up to the stack hall easier. Also made a new enchantment room. Will look identical to the first, except this time in a wall. Moved all the birch signs and wheat to the stack hall and marked them with item frames instead of signs. Decided to use my mob farm to fix my hoe, but it wasn't really working right. Tried many things like going far away and setting my render distance and simulation distances down, but to no avail. I even bred turtles for the first time in my life and tried to use eggs to lure things, but I accidentally broke it. That's all really. This and next stream are streams I wasn't really feeling up to. First thing I did, stream 6, was farming. I got 214 wheat that time. Then I did some mining. I wanted to finish up the stack hall. I heard some lava and it led me to a small cave, but I didn't go through it because I knew I would get distracted. Did a lot more mining, filled my inventory even before finding another cave. I didn't explore much of it, only collecting a little bit before deciding to wait until my inventory was empty. Turned some deep slate into bricks and finished the stack hall, lit up the top and the inside as well. Took out that chest at the front. It's official, the stack hall is complete. In a relative sense. Put some stairs down to the mines. It was probably the best idea I've ever had. Finally decided to go spelunking and went through the last cave I found, grabbing all the redstone, iron, gold, and even found a diamond. After going home and emptying my inventory, I went out to try my mob farm again, which wasn't really working still. Sure, I got a few mobs, but it wasn't bursting. At the end of the stream, I dug into my diamond deposit and made a sword. I'm going to use it for enchanting later. Like I said, this and last stream were both fairly short. Began the stream with going to the desert village, gonna sleep there for tonight. Took the hay that's been sitting there forever. I'm gonna be finishing wheat today. Also wanted to do some map coverage so it isn't so empty. And just like that, I already got a bot. Don't ask me for my Discord just yet. I'm wanting to set up a server, but I don't have the people to do it. Found a ruined portal with horrible loot. Debated on whether or not to take the bee's nest, and I did. Actually, I took 2. Found another ruined portal with greater loot, but wow, these things are everywhere. Was gonna have a third nest, but used the wrong pickaxe and spent a few minutes running from beasts. Found a village and stole all their hay. They had a lot too, and after breaking them all, I had 40 in total. Found a shipwreck with a map and followed the map to its treasure, getting such great loot. Found yet another portal with nothing great. At one point, I was being attacked by enemies and I didn't really want to deal with them, so I stepped underwater. Found another shipwreck with 3 suspicious stew, which gave me blindness, hunger, and poison respectively. Found a swamp too, pretty sure it's my first one. Another shipwreck, this time with not so decent loot. Found another village and took all their hay, which actually wasn't a lot. Found a spruce village, which I was convinced didn't have any hay bales. I was right and took my anger out on the pedestrians. Found another one and of course took their grain. I'm not really one to watch streams, let alone talk in them. Are people usually assholes when they first talk to new streamers? This dude was telling me to end stream, nobody wants to watch me, which I get I'm new, but goddamn. Ignoring him for a second, found another village with hay to steal, and this was the end of my exploration. I went home. Don't know what changed this guy's mind, but now he's being nicer. I still don't trust him though. When I got home, I made all the hay into wheat and placed them all. Holy shit! Yep, you see that right? Only 22 wheat left. I immediately started farming. Didn't even take that long. I was done in like a minute. I was so happy I had the chest open for like 5 minutes. After sorting my inventory, I opened the spinner and span it, getting glistening melon slices, which I marked the next chest with using an item frame. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Please, if you enjoyed this, make sure to like and subscribe. I definitely enjoyed editing this, even though it took like half a month, but I liked it. I really liked it. Follow me on whatever you would like. I have a card in the description that will show you what platforms that Shadow is on. I have no Patreon to show off, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video of Minecraft Stacks on Stacks.